You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. Over 200,000 women are diagnosed with breast cancer each year. Today, we're going to meet a woman who helped other women fight their battles, and shortly after, she had to fight her own. Thankfully, her persistence changed her life. We'll be right back. Please help me give a warm welcome to this beautiful soul and breast cancer survivor, Susan.
Thank you for having me, Edgar.
Thank you for being here. It's an honor to have you here. I know you have quite a story to share, and I'm happy that you've chosen this platform. So tell us a little bit about who Susan was before her cancer diagnosis.
Born and raised here on Long Island, got married and settled again on Long Island, raising 3 children, and just living my everyday.
Mm-hmm. And then how did you get involved with some organizations?
I attended an event that was run by local women, a grassroots organization where they were raising funds to help with breast cancer research at Cold Spring Harbor Laboratories, and they immediately touched me. I just felt something stir that I needed to be a part of, and I joined up with them. They welcomed me with open arms, and that was where that began, and I loved every second of doing it. I felt so good about what we were doing, and for years, I continued to work year-round helping them raise funds for breast cancer research.
That's amazing. So here you are volunteering and giving, and then you are diagnosed with breast cancer yourself. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, that was really the shocker. This had been going on for 5 or 6 years without any breast cancer history at all. I was doing this just because I felt something positive in being involved with that. And then after 5 or 6 years, I was diagnosed with breast cancer myself. I was 42 years old. So at that time, which is now 15 years ago, you really didn't hear as many young people getting it at that time. So at 42, it was pretty much of a shock. I had 3 young kids. They were 7, 10, and 13. At the time, definitely threw me for a loop, but at the same time invigorated me. It was not a sit back and let this happen to me. It was take charge, I'm going to deal with this, and that's what I did right from moment one.
Wow. Do you feel being surrounded by so many women yourself that it really helped you through this process?
The support of women helping women is immeasurable. I mean, you really can't say enough about what it is like to be surrounded by strong, passionate women.
So tell us a little bit about when you were diagnosed and what you went through, if you don't mind.
Okay, no, not at all. What happened was I believed that I had felt a lump in my breast, and I went to see a doctor who did not feel the lump. Time went by, I was sure I felt the lump. I said it again. He said again, there is nothing there.
Wow.
A third time, I said, there is something there. And he goes, okay, it's not showing up on a mammogram, but we'll do a sonogram. And again, 15 years ago, sonograms were not that common. Now they do them much more regularly, but at the time, they really were not done. But he said, okay, I'll make you feel better. We'll do the sonogram. So I went to the place to get the sonogram done, and the technician is doing the test. They always have a tech doing it. And she says, I'll be right back. She leaves the room. She comes back in with the radiologist herself, who now takes up the control. So immediately I start getting worried. And she says, I'd like to send you right downstairs for a biopsy. And I turned to her and go, oh no, should I be worried? She said, if I didn't think you should be worried, I wouldn't be sending you for a biopsy, would I? That was the defining moment. And then a couple of days later, I got the results that there was not just 1, but 3 tumors in that breast.
Oh my gosh.
That had I not advocated for myself and really been proactive, by the time it showed up on a mammogram, it would have been a totally different story. With breast cancer, it is always about early diagnosis. So had a year gone by before I had a mammogram that it might have shown on, would have been a very different story than the fact that I knew it was there.
That's unbelievable. So, you know, thankfully for your persistence that got you there, but how would you, how did you get them to really listen to you and say, we need to really do this?
Persistence. I was insistent that I knew that there was a problem. I just, whether it showed up on a mammogram or not, whether he felt it or not, I knew there was something there.
I think it's really important to know that women know their own bodies, and if something feels off, it probably is. And, you know, I know how many times, you know, we might feel something and doctors might, you know, disagree. So I think that's really important, and I feel it's...
And that's something that I've carried through since then, and tell everybody I know that talks about any issue, you have to be proactive about your health. You really can't sit back and assume someone else is going to take care of you. Like, you have to really be proactive. It's up to you to know your body and to know when something's wrong.
Absolutely. And now, how did these organizations, or the one you were volunteering for, how did they step in, and now here you are receiving, you're on the other end of it. How was that for you?
They were wonderful. They really were. It really made a big difference to have those women in my life. That emotional support, you know, is really something that at that kind of situation in that time in your life that you really could use. And these women were wonderful. And that was just the beginning of my journey with these organizations.
Absolutely. Tell us more about what these organizations offer as far as services and assistance.
Well, the various ones that I've been involved with have done a variety of things, from research to assistance. But right now I'm involved with Pink Aid, which is the most incredible organization. I can't say enough about it. Breast cancer is a debilitating disease. It comes financially, emotionally, physically, and what Pink Aid does is tries to help reduce a little bit of that stress by providing critical financial assistance to help these women and their families deal with this breast cancer with support and dignity. And that's really what we do. We provide funds to help these families pay their rent, keep a roof over their family's head.
Wow.
We put food on the table. We keep lights on. We provide transportation to and from treatment. No woman should ever have to say, I couldn't get chemo this month because I didn't have a ride there. I couldn't get my chemo treatment this month because I needed to go to ShopRite, otherwise I couldn't feed my family. That is what we are trying to do.
So that is a reality for women, where they may not be able to get chemo treatment because they're unable to afford it?
Well, what we do is we only fund uninsured and underinsured women. So yes, it is certainly the case with these women. It very, very much so. They literally cannot pay their rent sometimes if they need. We don't pay medical bills, so they can spend their money on the medical bills while we fund essential household expenses. We also fund diagnostic testing and outreach, but primarily it is financial assistance for essential household expenses.
Wow. And where now? That's truly amazing. And now, where is this organization going now? Have you expanded? And what's your role now as not only a volunteer, but also as a breast cancer survivor?
Okay, well, I've had several roles within this organization, ranging from president to a runway model, because one of our big events is a survivor fashion show every year. So that's a huge fundraiser every October. But currently, Pink Aid started in Connecticut, and then we opened a Long Island chapter. And we grant hospitals and coalitions, those grassroots organizations, here on Long Island. The money we raise on Long Island stays on Long Island and helps our own. But we recently launched something called the Pink Purse, and that is really expanding now across the country, and it's where an individual can come to us directly. All they have to do is go to pinkaid.org and fill out an application and explain their situation, and they can get funds from us directly rather than having to go through a hospital or a coalition. So our grants go to the hospitals, to the bigger groups, and then Pink Purse now goes to individuals, and they get real-time payments. If they have to pay their rent in a week, they can have their funds in a week.
Wow, that's amazing. And does this have potential to carry out in different states if someone decides, maybe they're watching right now and go, wow, that sounds like a great idea.
Well, that is
we could do that.
Certainly the plan. Pink Aid itself is now trying to expand to another state or two, but Pink Purse, we're expanding globally now.
Wow, that's truly amazing.
And it's really heartwarming. It's really satisfying to do that.
Absolutely. And I have to ask, though, how are you feeling now? How are you doing?
I am healthy. I am fine. I am great. I really am doing terrific. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. And I appreciate what you do. And as I was saying before, like, I really do believe in synchronicities. Maybe we need to see something, experience something, because we never know when we may be experiencing it ourselves or someone, you know, close to us as well. So what do you hope for the future, for yourself, for Pink Aid?
Well, one of the things in Pink Aid's mission is to help empower breast cancer survivors by giving them the opportunity to help and inspire others. And that, I believe, is my personal mission. So I've let my doctors, my friends, everybody know if anybody needs that ear, needs somebody to talk to. I'm always there to listen, to hear, to talk, to help in any way that I can. And in addition, I will remain with Pink Aid for as long as I can, providing this assistance, because that's really, I feel that I am blessed, truly blessed, to have had support from family and friends, as well as have the financial means to handle my diagnosis and take care of my family. And there are so many women out there that don't have that. So it is my mission, personal mission, to do what I can to pay it forward.
Well, you are so giving and always thinking about others, and I love what you're doing, and I just want to give something to you. So what I've done is I put together this beautiful self-care basket for you. So anything that you need to just take care of yourself. And also I got a little pink survivor angel in there for you as well, statue.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Everything you need to just feel good about yourself.
That is
and
so
take
wonderful
advantage of that.
and so sweet. And I thank you so very much. So kind. Thank you. And thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. It was an honor to meet you. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we are going to meet Allie, a salon owner who is helping to change the face of cancer one Monday at a time.
Hey, it's me, LJ. I'm only 5 feet, but my journey is huge. Right after marrying my sweetheart, my world suddenly collapsed. I endured multiple back surgeries and rare health conditions, and I saved a life in the process by donating my kidney. I hit rock bottom pretty hard, but now I'm on top. Since then, I've become a minister, a coach, and a medium. And oh yeah, I also wrote a book. Now I'm fulfilling my lifelong dream and hosting my very own talk show, The LJ Show. Join me for stories of hope and inspiration.
Welcome back. We're here with our next beautiful guest, Allie, salon owner of Ambiance Salon. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Well, I know we just heard Susan's story, and she's a breast cancer survivor. And what you do is unique as well. You actually provide services for breast cancer survivors. So tell us a little bit about who you are and the business that you're doing.
Okay. So my name is Artz, and I've been in the beauty industry now for over 25 years. I've worked on Madison Avenue. I've done makeup for television. I've got the opportunity to work for major color lines and educate and develop color lines and reformulate. And 2.5 years ago, I bought the salon I was working at and became a salon owner.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Thank
So how
you.
long were you in the business before that?
So I had worked at that salon for 14 years before I
Wow.
bought it. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. What an
Yes.
accomplishment.
Thank you.
And now tell us a little bit about what makes your salon different.
So what makes Ambiance Salon in Hewlett different and special, we are the first and currently the only salon in Nassau County to offer a Mondays at Racine program. This program provides absolutely free of charge salon and spa services to anyone, men, women, young adults, that are currently going through any sort of cancer treatment.
Wow, that's truly amazing. So how does
you.
it work as far as someone knowing that they have cancer and that these services are available to them?
All that is needed from them is a release from their doctor and an appointment, and that's it.
Wow, and what are some of the services that they get?
So in my salon, we offer massage, facials, Reiki, nails, waxing, haircuts, color. It's full service salon and spa for them.
Well, that's amazing for them to know that that's out there. And so you're helping people feel beautiful on the
Yes.
inside and outside, because
Yes.
I can imagine what they must be going through and through their treatments and how they're feeling. So what do you usually see when they come in there?
So what I usually see is a sigh of relief. They walk into a space that's comfortable. They may not have hair. Their skin might be broken out or irritated. And it's a kind word, a calming environment, a healing service that gives them a little piece of their normalcy back. When they look in the mirror, they're not necessarily staring at the face of cancer. They start to feel like themselves. And it's just amazing. And my staff that is involved are absolute rock stars, and I could not do it without them. So I certainly need to acknowledge them for giving up their days off and coming in and helping me. And what's truly amazing that I do see is the support from the community. We have had organizations give us complimentary wigs to give out to our guests. I have a cleaning company that gives my guests cleaning services for when they come home for their treatment. Their home is nice and clean for them to start their recovery. I've had local businesses supply lunches, swag bags, and it's really amazing for the community to come together like this.
I love it. You're making their life a little easier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is truly incredible. But how did this all originate?
So Mondays at Racine is an organization that was founded by two sisters out on Long Island. They watched their mother battle cancer and saw the psychological effects that it had on her. So they wanted to create a time and place in a salon where someone battling this disease could go and feel comfortable and feel confident and get a little bit of their normalcy back.
Sure. Well, I'm glad that you're able to provide that. And how has this changed? I mean, you're the only salon in Nassau County. Was there something else that sparked that?
So
I need
for
to do
me,
this?
there was a few reasons. My husband's a radiation therapist.
Wow.
So his career is administering radiation to cancer patients. So I felt like it was a great opportunity for me to give back to the cancer community. The salon that I had just purchased had lost one of our stylists. So it had hit home. We lost a stylist named Phyllis
sorry.
that a lot of our team had worked with. So I knew it was a program my team could embrace. And there wasn't anyone in my community to do this, and there was a need. So for me, being able to support the communities that support my business, it just checked all the boxes and was a perfect fit for us.
Wow, I can totally see you inspiring more and more salons to
Oh,
do this.
absolutely.
That
I hope they
it's
do.
out there. I mean, honestly, right? If there was salons in all different areas and people were able to travel and go ahead and do that.
I had this motto when I brought the salon. My motto was surround yourself with beauty and kindness. And, you know, for me, I wanted anyone walking through my door, whether it was a Monday's guest or a client coming in for services, to just feel beautiful and wonderful. And I wanted to spread that kindness. And it really does come back to you because of the support that we're getting from the community, the wigs that come through. It's an organization called Rock It and Wrap It Up. Awesome. They supply us with these amazing wigs. So what came out of it for me is that, you know, when you do put out that kindness, you do get that support back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And would you happen to know or think of a memorable moment where a client maybe thanked you or expressed how this has helped them or changed them while they're going through chemotherapy?
There's a story. It has an interesting ending that comes to mind. And I was contacted by someone that knew that I did this program. And this family wanted a wig for their mother at the end of her life so she could, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And I had a supply of it. They texted me a picture of the woman, and I colored it for her, and she sent me a video thanking me, and her family was beside her. And it just was such an amazing experience to be part of, but it was, I could not imagine what her family was going through.
Absolutely.
So it was great that I was able to do a little something to make what they were dealing with a little bit easier. And I completely did not expect that, but that was the most memorable.
Thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing. And I don't think it's a little something. I think it's a big something what you did.
It is, but
Honestly.
that's okay.
I love it. Well, I could certainly see that it's your passion just when you talk about it.
I love what I do.
Yeah,
I love
you
what I
get
do.
so, you light up. And, you know, and I think that's people who are ill, whether it's cancer or anything else, I think we need to see that. Because when you give us that hope and you radiate like that, you know, you're really changing like the face of, you know, spa and salon and hair. Because I think we tend to maybe take things for granted sometimes. We don't realize how important our skin or our hair is until we're in a situation that it's affected.
Yeah.
So how does this make you feel and how has it changed you?
It makes me so proud and so happy that I'm able to provide these services. I walk in, you know, every Monday that we host, and I'm just excited. The people that I meet, it's just made me very happy.
I love it. Well, that's what we want, right? We
Yes,
want to be
that's
happy.
it.
We want to be healthy and feel good. So I truly appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
And I know you have a little something for Susan. And I know you didn't meet her yet, but just truly amazing because she's had services or offers services, right, with Pink Aid. You're working with Mondays at Racine, and just truly amazing with both do. So she's helping people financially. You're helping people, you know, beautify themselves and feel good, but just truly amazing because I think these services are really important. And I know that Susan didn't get to get these services when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I know you brought something for her today. So I know you can give it to her after the show.
Yes.
But why don't you tell Susan what you got her?
So it's a day of beauty, a hair color and a haircut, and some products for you to take home.
Awesome. That's just so thoughtful, and I know you keep on giving. I wanted to give you a little something. So the first thing I wanted to give you is I know you wear aprons in your salon, so I wanted to add a little bit of LJ to the apron.
Okay.
So you got a blinged out
I love it.
apron.
I love it.
Awesome. And I know that your husband is also on the front lines and helping
Yes.
us during these times. So I just wanted to give you both a gift certificate to Ava Rosa Restaurant, and you guys
very
enjoy
much.
a night out together.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Thank you, Allie and
so
Susan.
much.
Hey, it's me, LJ. I'm only 5 feet, but my journey is huge. Right after marrying my sweetheart, my world suddenly collapsed. I endured multiple back surgeries and rare health conditions, and I saved a life in the process by donating my kidney. I hit rock bottom pretty hard, but now I'm on top. Since then, I've become a minister, a coach, and a medium. And oh yeah, I also wrote a book. Now I'm fulfilling my lifelong dream and hosting my very own talk show, The LJ Show. Join me for stories of hope and inspiration.
Welcome back. It's now time for Ask LJ. That's right. It's time for Ask LJ. So some of our viewers and audience members sent in some questions, and let's see what they want to know. So the first one is, if you won the lottery, what would you do with your winnings? I think that's a great question. I think the first thing that I would do is probably take a really long vacation. No, if I could, I would love to travel the world, see new things, experience new things. I would definitely, realistically, I would probably want to feed the hungry. I would want to like heal the world, if that makes sense. And being that this show is about cancer, let's have enough money where we can cure cancer. And now we're going to take a minute to get to the favorite part of the show, which is the mediumship twist part. So I'm going to just take a minute to connect. So I'm going to continue with this man that I'm feeling, and I feel him to like look a little bit on the rugged side. So I know that he would have had a beard, or the way he's making me feel is also like I keep seeing a plaid shirt with him. So I do feel a little bit stocky with him, but I also feel very strong with him. He almost reminds me of like a, I guess if you want to call it like a lumberjack, because I see like the wife beater, and then all of a sudden I see, this plaid shirt on him. I see it in blue, but that's how I'm seeing him. And I know we would have been involved outdoors, or we would have liked to do certain things outdoors, just because I keep feeling like he shows me my shoes are dirty and I don't have the cleanest fingernails. So I do know we would have been involved outdoorsy, or we would have been an outdoorsy person. And I do feel I want to be connected to some type of land, or because I do see like I see deer around or animals around too. So I do feel like I'm a very, outdoors person, and I'm not sure if this is connected. I almost feel like I either hunted or I would have been a hunter, just because I keep being drawn to the deer. Now I'm seeing like deer heads hanging up in the house. So I know either we would have been a hunter, we would have liked to do that. And I also feel, if you can understand, just raise your hands and I'll continue to work with him. But he's definitely strong. And I also feel he would have he keeps referencing darts. So I do feel we would have he's showing me darts. We would have played darts. We would have liked to hunt or archery. Because I just feel, so this person was definitely, he shows me mountains, definitely some kind of hunter, or definitely would have liked to go camping. He's referencing that. And I do feel he's taking me to connections to his heart and his chest area. I almost get a ping in my heart, and I almost feel like we passed from a heart attack. And it makes me feel it's like winter or very cold when this happens.
Right here.
Speak a little louder. Hi.
Hi.
And you could understand all that I'm saying?
The animals,
Yeah.
agriculture.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this makes sense. And you understand either the heart connections,
Yep.
and you understand that he would have liked to be outdoors. And I just keep getting this, and I know you said yes to the agriculture, but I just keep feeling that. But I also feel someone very good with their hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Because the only reason why I asked that is like I keep seeing a hammer, and I keep seeing like I'm, ripping up carpet, and he's referencing like doing work on the house. I don't know if this is going on right now or something he would have done, but I just keep feeling like I keep hammering and pulling up carpet, and I'm hammering a staircase is what he's showing me. You understand this?
Yep.
Okay. And you understand he would have been very strong too, because I feel like we're very strong. Like he's like, I could carry like he was very like, I feel like he carried a lot of weight on him, like emotionally, but I also feel I carried a lot of weight like physically. So I keep feeling someone to be very strong. And he was someone that could turn a negative situation into a positive one. That's also why I keep feeling that he's coming through with this as well. Would you understand this?
He's strong. He was strong-hearted.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
He worked at Farmingdale University as the head groundskeeper. He also died there.
Okay.
Surrounded
that's where I
by
would see
animals.
Mm-hmm.
Always wore a plaid shirt and a a guinea T-shirt.
Awesome. And I feel like, again, and that's interesting with the agriculture, because, again, being outside and the animals and the plants and stuff. And, again, I just want to feel a little bit more into him as well. But I also feel like he makes me feel and, again, turning a negative situation to a positive, but I feel like he passes proud. Would you understand this as well? I feel like he was proud with the life that he lived, with what he provided.
Oh, he absolutely was, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you. And I also feel like I want to acknowledge a daughter, a female daughter, or the female connection to him.
My mother.
Sorry?
It's my mother.
Okay. And I just want to acknowledge, and you would understand her being in spirit and being together?
No, she's here.
Oh, she's here? Okay, so I want to acknowledge Mom, but I also want to acknowledge another female in spirit connected to him.
My grandmother.
Okay, would this be his wife?
Yeah.
Okay, and Mom would be here?
Mm-hmm.
And is this on Mom's side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's where I just wanted to make the connection. And I also feel like they want to bring me to the month of October being significant. A birthday, passing, or an anniversary?
My anniversary, but they passed in September.
That's okay, but it would be your anniversary, yes?
Mine too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just feel like they want to acknowledge your anniversary. I know that they wouldn't have been present for this past anniversary, but I also feel like I want to acknowledge the birth. Was there a healthy, I want to acknowledge a healthy baby. So was someone just born in the family?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to, he's coming through. Makes me emotional too. Just want to acknowledge that we have a healthy baby and proud, and I just feel like he's just kissing this baby. So I just want to, he's coming through to say congratulations, okay?
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Just such a proud man. Like, I feel like he's just so
He
strong.
loved his
but
grandkids. He was partying. He was coming home to party with his grandson, who's now, 40-something years old, and he had a massive heart attack. We were waiting in the house for him. My uncle had said, Mom, if there was anything wrong, because my grandfather was never late, if anything was wrong, we would get a phone call and the phone rang. And we were told he had a massive heart attack driving home.
That's what I mean, just absolutely amazing. It would be so fitting for this show, just how positive he was, and I appreciate him coming through, and just know that even though he's not here, he sees that healthy baby, like he's just kissing it. He's just kissing this baby, and still very much with you. So thank you so much for speaking up and allowing me to connect with him. Love and blessings to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we're gonna go to Giveaway with LJ. So let's begin with what everybody is going home with. So thank you, I wanna say thank you to Allie of Ambiance Salon that she's sending everybody home with a complimentary blowout and also some hair products. So thank you, Allie. And we also have an amazing basket from Allie, our guest at Ambiance Salon. And it includes a jet peel facial, a blowout, a gift set with Sapphire products, over $100 worth of products, and an awesome water bottle. Total value of over $350, so thank you so much. And as I mentioned before, everybody's going home with a free blowout and hair products. And the winner of this incredible basket is Mary Lou. Congratulations. I'd like to thank Susan and Allie for sharing their stories and making a difference in the world. Remember, no one fights alone, and when life tries to kick you, let it kick you forward. I'm your host, LJ. Love and blessings.